This is such a beautiful song. Who doesn't need more peace, joy, and love in their lives? Savannah, was this something brought to you? How did this song find you and Matt?
Yeah, so we were invited to go to Nashville by Jim Brickman. And that's where we met Haley and Michaels. And we were able to, kind of be a part of this project from the beginning, which was so special for us. So it's really thanks to Jim that we were able to be a part of this project.
Yeah, I mean it's a beautiful song and it's so timely. I feel like it has such an important message that we all felt so strongly about, and to be able to bring it to life and to include the Ukrainian chorus Dumka has been an honor and just brought so much more depth to the message. I think we loved it. It's turned out beautiful.
Ryan, is it the same way? Did Jim invite you and Haley along?
Jim did invite us. We were already working with him on a different project, and he shared Matt and Savannah's music with us, and obviously they're incredible. So when we got together, I think one of the reasons we were most excited to write with them, outside of just their talent, is how like-minded we are, and wanting to use our voices as a way to hopefully connect with people and uplift people, the way that music does for all of us. And so when we brought the idea, peace, joy, love, in to everyone, and it just felt like an obvious fit. And the collaboration honestly happened so organically. It's like by the end of the session, we were all just collaborating. We were all just singing the song together, and it felt like a record. And so, from there, I had the idea to put it all together and produce it with everybody. And yeah, it was just like very natural and very organic.
So was it penned on the spot or something that you all something you came up with together on the spot, or was it something that Jim had sort of worked out ahead of time?
It was an idea that Shannon and I had, but when we knew that we were gonna be writing with Jim and with Matt and Savannah, it felt like, oh, and this is the reason that the idea came to us. So we brought it in, and everything else just kind of fell out of the sky and happened naturally.
Matt, what did it mean to you to collaborate with this incredible Ukrainian orchestra? It must have been so uplifting for you, especially since you're working on a song to uplift their country.
Oh, absolutely. So, as a father, I'm blessed to be able to do this and make music with my daughter here, Savannah. But from a parent's perspective, to join with the children's choir, a lot of their family is still over in Ukraine, and to hear of their stories and the stories of the parents, and it was heartbreaking and inspiring, and it brought a whole new layer of meaning and depth to the song Peace, Joy, Love, when seen through the perspective of a child or through the perspective of a parent whose family is still over in Ukraine suffering. And so it really meant a lot to us, to be able to share this and to share their stories and to give them an opportunity to share their hearts through this song and through the music. Really, this project has meant a lot to me for a lot of different reasons. Yeah.
Savannah, the video for it was filmed at this historic Ukrainian Institute of America. Talk about your experience shooting there.
Yeah, I think the reason why it was so incredible was because of the choir there and just seeing how excited they were to be there and how special that place was to them. We were able to have a lot of conversations with members of the choir about their experiences and their family, and that made it really special. And the building was beautiful as well, like Bridgerton vibes. I really thought it was so beautiful for so many different reasons. So we loved filming there.
Ryan, you produced the song. Did you have that initially an interest for you to do for this particular one? Do you produce all of your own music and this one just happened to be one that you got to produce as well?
I don't produce everything. I only produce things when I feel like I have to. And when I say I have to, I mean on the spiritual level, and I felt like that we all together as a group, I think, had a very clear vision for what it was. And I felt like as a producer, I had a very clear vision for how to get there. And so, there's about 150 tracks. There's a string section, there's the kids choir, the adult choir, three artists. And so I just felt like I knew how to get us there. And a lot of that is honestly time invested. And this project for me has just been a huge, passion. I think it's really important. And so I just felt like that I was the right person to do it, just because I knew that,
Sorry about I'm sorry, you were saying you felt like you were the right person.
Yeah, just because of the level of passion for it, and just because I knew that I would put more time into it than than anyone else in their right mind might do. It was really special.
Sorry. Savannah and Matt, you guys get to perform this song at a very Merry Christmas coming up. What can people expect from a live rendition of Peace, Joy, and Love?
I think that the power of this song comes from just the love between people. So I think that it'll be even more special singing it live, having people sing along, because that's, what makes the song beautiful. So I expect it to be like, take the power that already comes from that song and just multiply it, like it's going to be a very emotional experience, I'm sure, for everyone.
I agree.
Ryan, are you going to be on hand for engineering or performing as well?
I'm not, but I'm probably doing everybody a favor by not being there. I'm just kidding.
No.
No, I would love to be. Shannon and I have decided to kind of stay in for the holidays, and we've got some things going on that we're about to announce. So I can't do that right now, but there are reasons that we're staying in place right now at home. But we will be very close to the project. We'll be in touch with these guys and be in touch with Jim, and certainly be out there soon singing with everybody.
This is not just a great holiday piece, but a great year-round message. Matt and Savannah, talk about the fan feedback you've already been receiving to the song and how people seem to really feel touched by it.
Yeah, I mean, we've been blown away, honestly, by the feedback that we've gotten from the song and the attention that the song has been getting. But all for good reason. I think when you combine the power of music with a message that really resonates, then it can do incredible things. And so the feedback that we've gotten, people right now, there's, I mean, really for the last 2 years, if we're honest, there's been so much anxiety and fear and uncertainty in the world. And then especially now as we see things just getting more and more serious in Ukraine, the song and the hopeful undertone that it carries provides a lot of peace for people. And when they listen to it, it calms a lot of that anxiety that I think that a lot of people are feeling right now, and it just carries a hopeful message for a better tomorrow. And that's the feedback that we've received from so many people, is when they listen to the song, it just reminds them that there's a rainbow after every storm, and they can look forward to a better tomorrow. And I've loved the feedback that we've got. I've loved it, and it just reminds us that this is why we do what we do.
Ryan, is it the same for you? Is that what you really want listeners to truly take away from this beautiful song?
Absolutely. I'll probably never say anything better than Matt could say it, but I will say that for us, I mean, we've partnered with President Zelensky's organization, United 24, and we're sending royalties there and trying to raise money how we can. But I think honestly, the bigger point with this song is a message of hope and our wish for the world. Obviously, things aren't always peace, joy, love every day, and that's not the point. But the point is we always believe to make the world what you want it to be, and some of that comes from putting it out into the world. And I also would just add that, the media cycle, I think especially in America, is very short. Things come up, they're popular, they go away. And I think that the song serving a purpose of keeping the attention on the fact that what's happening in Ukraine is still happening. And as Matt said, it's actually worsening, unfortunately. And I think as we all get ready to celebrate the holidays, obviously we hope that everyone is warm and cozy and having a wonderful time. But it's also important for us to not totally dissociate and make sure that we're pausing to put some energy and do what we can for people, not just in Ukraine, but all throughout the world that are suffering right now.
I mean, we are entering that period of the year where, we give back and we do more for our fellow man. But I feel like this is a great year-round song, especially too with the war. It's a year-round experience that people are going through with this. So it's a day-to-day fight for all of them. I feel like this is what touches people too, not just people who are Ukrainians, but what uplifts people in general when they listen to this song.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I feel like one of the things, the juxtaposition in seeing people from Ukraine, who obviously must be really angry right now, and they have every right to feel hateful. And for them to be singing the message with us of peace, joy, and love, I think that's, an immensely powerful part of this, so we appreciate people like yourself for supporting it and helping us get the message out.
Is there a way you've been encouraging your followers and people who are fans of your music to really get involved, to give back to Ukraine through the song? I know you said a portion of the proceeds goes to a specific organization.
Yeah.
Is that also where you're encouraging people to lend their efforts on a personal level as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a link that we'll be sharing where people, it's called the Peace, Joy, Love Project, where people can donate specifically to rebuilding Ukraine, to the rebuilding Ukraine efforts, and it goes directly to United 24, which is President Zelensky's organization. But another easier way they can do that is simply by streaming or downloading the song. So all of the royalties will be sent to the same place. So if they can just listen to the song and share it, I think that's probably the easiest way to support it.